You've got a choice to make, right here, right now. It's a choice that's going to shape your future, determine your destiny. And I'm not talking about some grand, sweeping decision that's going to change the course of history. No, I'm talking about something much more powerful, much more profound. I'm talking about the words you speak to yourself. For the next 7 days, I want you to embark on a journey of self-discovery, self-improvement, and self-mastery. It's a journey that starts with the most important conversation you'll ever have, the one you have with yourself. Now, let me ask you this. When was the last time you really listened to that inner voice? When was the last time you paid attention to the words you use when you talk to yourself? Most of us go through life on autopilot, letting that inner dialogue run wild unchecked. And let me tell you, that's a dangerous game to play. You see, the words you speak to yourself are like seeds. Plant the right ones, and you'll grow a forest of opportunity. Plant the wrong ones, and you'll find yourself in a wasteland of missed chances and unfulfilled potential. So, for the next 7 days, I want you to become acutely aware of your self-talk. I want you to listen, really listen to what you're saying to yourself. And then I want you to make a conscious effort to change it. Day 1, awareness. On this first day, your job is simple. Just listen. Don't try to change anything yet. Just become aware of the conversation going on in your head. You might be surprised by what you hear. Maybe you'll catch yourself saying things like, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. Maybe you'll notice a constant stream of self-criticism, of doubt, of fear. Or maybe you'll hear words of encouragement, of motivation, of self-belief. Whatever you hear, don't judge it. Just observe, because awareness is the first step towards Day 2, challenge. Now that you're aware of your self-talk, it's time to challenge it. Every time you catch yourself saying something negative, stop. Ask yourself, is this really true? Is this helping me or holding me back? If you find yourself saying, I'm not smart enough to get that promotion, challenge it. Ask yourself based on what evidence? Have I ever succeeded at something challenging before? What skills do I have that make me valuable? Remember, your mind believes what you tell it. So make sure you're telling it the truth, not just your fears and insecurities masquerading as facts. Day 3, reframe. Today we're going to take those negative thoughts and reframe them. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, this is challenging, but I'm learning and growing. Instead of, I'm not good enough, try, I'm constantly improving and becoming better every day. This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about shifting your perspective. It's about focusing on growth rather than limitations. Day 4, affirmation. Now that you've challenged your negative self-talk and learned to reframe your thoughts, it's time to introduce positive affirmations. Start your day by looking in the mirror and saying, I am capable, I am worthy, I am enough. Say it with conviction. Say it like you mean it, because you do mean it, even if you don't fully believe it yet. Throughout the day, catch yourself doing things right. Acknowledge your small victories. I handled that situation well. I'm proud of the effort I put in. I'm making progress. Remember, what you focus on expands. So focus on your strengths, your progress, your potential. Day 5, visualization. Today, we're going to harness the power of your imagination. Close your eyes and visualize yourself achieving your goals. See yourself succeeding. Feel the emotions of accomplishment, of pride, of joy. As you go about your day, maintain this vision. When you face challenges, picture yourself overcoming them. When doubt creeps in, visualize your future success. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. Use this to your advantage. Create a mental movie of your ideal life and play it on repeat. Day 6, gratitude. On this day, I want you to focus on gratitude. Start and end your day by listing 5 things you're grateful for. Throughout the day, catch yourself complaining and instead find something to appreciate. Gratitude is like a magic elixir for negative self-talk. It's impossible to feel sorry for yourself when you're feeling grateful. It's hard to focus on what you lack when you're appreciating what you have. Tell yourself, I'm grateful for this opportunity to grow. I appreciate the lessons this challenge is teaching me. I'm thankful for my ability to pursue. Day 7, empowerment. On this final day, it all comes together. Today, you're going to talk to yourself like the powerful, capable, amazing individual you are. You're going to say things like, I've got this. I can handle whatever comes my way. I'm the architect of my own destiny. You're going to remind yourself of your past successes, your current strengths, and your future potential. You're going to speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with unwavering belief. Now, let me be clear. This isn't about positive thinking. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. This is about empowering yourself to face reality head on, to tackle challenges, to pursue your dreams. It's about training your mind to work for you, not against you. It's about becoming your own biggest cheerleader, your own most trusted advisor, your own best friend. You see, success isn't just about what you do. It's about who you become. And who you become is largely determined by how you talk to yourself. The most successful people in the world, the innovators, the leaders, the game changers, they all have one thing in common. They've mastered the art of self-talk. They've learned to quiet the voice of doubt and amplify the voice of belief. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds great, but does it really work? Can changing my self-talk really make a difference? Let me tell you a story. There was once a young man who grew up in poverty. He didn't have much in terms of material possessions, but he had a dream. He wanted to become successful, to make something of himself. But every time he tried to take a step forward, that inner voice would kick in. Who do you think you are? It would say, you're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. You'll never amount to anything. For years, he listened to that voice. He believed it. And guess what? His life reflected those beliefs. He struggled, he failed, he stayed stuck. But then one day, he decided to change the conversation. Instead of listening to that negative voice, he started talking back. He started telling himself, I am capable. I am worthy. I can learn. I can grow. I can succeed. At first, it felt fake. It felt like he was lying to himself. But he persisted. Day after day, he replaced those negative thoughts with positive ones. He challenged his limiting beliefs. He reframed his perspective. And slowly but surely, things started to change. He started taking more risks. He started learning new skills. He started seeing opportunities where before he only saw obstacles. Fast forward a few years, and that same young man had built a successful business. He had become a respected leader in his community. He had achieved things he once thought impossible. What changed? His circumstances? No. What changed was his self-talk. What changed was the way he spoke to himself. Now, I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not saying it happened overnight. But I am saying it was worth it. Because when you change your self-talk, you change your life. So, I challenge you. For the next 7 days, pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Challenge those negative thoughts. Reframe your perspective. Use affirmations. Visualize success. Practice gratitude. Empower yourself. Do this consistently. Do this sincerely, and I promise you, you'll start to see changes. You'll start to feel more confident, more capable, more in control of your life. You'll start to take more action to pursue your goals with more determination to face. You'll start to attract more positivity into your life. You'll start to inspire others around you. You'll start to create a ripple effect of positivity and success. Because here's the thing, your life moves in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. If you constantly tell yourself you can't, guess what? You won't. But if you consistently tell yourself you can, you're opening up a world of possibilities. Now, let's be clear. Positive self-talk isn't about denying reality or ignoring problems. It's about approaching life's challenges with a growth mindset. It's about believing in your ability to learn, to improve, to overcome. When you face a setback, instead of saying, I'm a failure, say, this didn't work out as planned. What can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? When you're confronted with a daunting task, instead of saying, this is too hard, say, This is an opportunity to grow and develop new skills. When you're tempted to give up on your dreams, instead of saying, it's impossible, say, it's challenging, but I'm capable of figuring this out. You see, your words have power. They shape your beliefs, your actions, your reality. Use them wisely. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't believe these positive statements? Isn't that just lying to myself? Here's the truth. Your beliefs are just thoughts you've thought over and over again until you've accepted them as fact. If you can learn to believe limiting thoughts, you can learn to believe empowering ones too. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about choosing to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. It's about nurturing the seeds of your potential rather than the weeds of your doubts. And here's the beautiful thing. The more you practice positive self-talk, the more natural it becomes. It's like working out a muscle. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, even painful, but with consistent practice, it gets easier. It becomes stronger. Eventually, it becomes second nature. But remember, this isn't a one-week fix. This is a lifelong practice. The 7-day challenge is just the beginning. It's meant to kickstart a new habit, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. After these 7 days, don't stop. Keep going. Make positive self-talk a part of your daily routine. Make it as essential as brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Start your day with empowering affirmations. Face challenges with words of encouragement. End your day with gratitude and self-appreciation. And watch as your life begins to transform. Watch as you start to achieve things you once thought impossible. Watch as you become the person you've always known you could be. Because here's the truths. You are capable of amazing things. You have untapped potential within you. You have dreams waiting to be realized, goals waiting to be realized, goals waiting to be lived to its fullest. But to unlock that potential, to achieve those dreams, to live that life, you need to believe in yourself. You need to be your own biggest supporter, your own loudest cheerleader. The world out there can be tough. It can be critical. It can be discouraging. Don't add to that by being tough on yourself. Instead, be your own safe haven. Be the voice of encouragement when everything else seems to be saying give up. Remember, every great achievement in history started with a thought. Every innovation, every breakthrough, every success story began in someone's mind. Why not yours? Your thoughts are the seeds of your reality. Plant them carefully, nurture them diligently, and watch as they grow into a life beyond your wildest dreams. So, I challenge you again. For the next 7 days, talk to yourself like someone you love. Talk to yourself like someone who believes in you unconditionally. Talk to yourself like someone who knows without a doubt that you're capable of greatness. Say to yourself, I am worthy, I am capable, I am enough. Say it in the morning when you wake up. Say it when you face a challenge. Say it when you look in the mirror. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it becomes your truth. Because here's the thing, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You don't have to have it all figured out to be capable. You don't have to achieve all your goals to be enough. You are all of these things right now in this moment. Your worth isn't determined by your achievements or your failures. Your capability isn't limited by your current skills or knowledge. Your enoughness isn't dependent on external validation. You are worthy because you exist. You are capable because you have a mind that can learn and grow. You are enough because you are you, unique and irreplaceable. So stop waiting for someone else to validate you. Stop looking for external signs that you're on the right track. The validation you seek, the permission you're waiting for, it all starts with you. It all starts with how you talk to yourself. Imagine for a moment what your life would be like if you were your own best friend. If you spoke to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with unwavering belief. Imagine how much more you'd be willing to try. How much more resilient you'd be in the face of setbacks. How much more joyful your journey would be. That's the power of positive self-talk. That's the transformation that awaits you. Now, I know this isn't easy. I know there will be days when that negative voice seems louder than ever. Days when it's hard to believe in yourself, when it's tempting to fall back into old patterns of negative self-talk. But that's exactly when you need to double down on this practice. That's when you need to speak to yourself with even more kindness, even more encouragement. Because here's the truth. The way you talk to yourself in your darkest moments is what determines whether those moments define you or refine you. So in those moments of doubt, of fear, of insecurity, speak to yourself like a warrior. Remind yourself of your strength, your resilience, your ability to overcome. Say to yourself, I've faced challenges before, and I've overcome them. I can do it again. Say, this is tough, but I'm tougher. Say, I don't have all the answers right now, but I have the ability to figure it out. And then take action. Because words are powerful, but they're most powerful when paired with action. Use your positive self-talk as fuel to propel you forward, to take that next step, to keep moving towards your goals even when the path seems unclear. Remember, success is not about never falling. It's about getting up every time you fall. And positive self-talk is what helps you get up. It's what dusts you off and points you back in the right direction. So use it. Use it every day. Use it in every situation. Use it until it becomes as natural as breathing. Tell yourself, I am constantly growing and improving. Tell yourself, every experience is an opportunity to learn. Tell yourself, I have what it takes to create the life I want. Because here's the beautiful truth. You do have what it takes. You are growing and improving every day. Every experience is shaping you, teaching you, preparing you for what's to come. You are on a journey of becoming. Every day, you're becoming more of who you're meant to be. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, every small win you achieve is part of that journey. So embrace it. Embrace all of it, the ups and the downs, the victories and the setbacks, the clarity and the confusion. It's all part of your unique story. And as you go through this journey, as you practice this new way of talking to yourself, pay attention to the changes. Notice how you start to feel more confident, more capable. Notice how you start to take more risks, to stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. Notice how your relationships improve as you start to value yourself more. Notice how opportunities seem to appear more frequently as you open yourself up to possibilities. Notice how your entire outlook on life begins to shift. How challenges start to look more like opportunities. How setbacks start to feel more like setups for comebacks. This is the power of positive self-talk. This is the transformation that awaits you. But remember, this isn't about becoming someone else. This isn't about changing who you are at your core. This is about becoming more of who you truly are. It's about peeling away the layers of self-doubt and limiting beliefs to reveal the amazing person you've always been underneath. You are not your negative thoughts. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your current circumstances. You are a being of infinite potential, capable of growth, of change, of achieving amazing things. So for these next 7 days, and for all the days that follow, speak to yourself from that place of potential. Speak to yourself as the person you're becoming, not just the person you've been. Say to yourself, I am evolving, I am growing, I am becoming the best version of myself. Say it until you feel it in your bones. Say it until it shapes your actions, your decisions, your life. Because when you change your self-talk, you change your self-image. When you change your self-image, you change your behavior. And when you change your behavior, you change your life. So start today. Start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because that moment is here. It's now. Every moment is a chance to begin again, to start anew. Every word you speak to yourself is a chance to rewrite your story. Remember, your mind is like a garden. The thoughts you plant today will grow into the reality you experience tomorrow. So plant thoughts of success, of capability, of worthiness. Water them with consistent, positive self-talk. Nurture them with actions that align with your goals and values. And watch as your life begins to blossom in ways you never thought possible. Now, let's break down this 7-day journey once more to really cement it in your mind. Day 1, awareness. On this day, you're simply observing. You're becoming aware of the constant stream of thoughts running through your mind. Think of yourself as a psi and dist objectively studying your own thought patterns. What do you notice? Are your thoughts predominantly positive or negative? Do they empower you or hold you back? This awareness is the crucial first step in creating change. Day 2, challenge. Now that you're aware of your thoughts, it's time to question them. When a negative thought arises, don't accept it at face value. Instead, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? This process of questioning helps you realize that many of your limiting beliefs are not facts, but simply habitual thought patterns that can be changed. Day 3, reframe. On this day, you're learning to shift your perspective. For every negative thought you encounter, practice finding a more positive, empowering way to view the situation. This isn't about denying reality, but about finding the opportunity in every challenge, the lesson in every mistake, the silver lining in every cloud. Remember, the situation doesn't change, but your perspective of it does, and that can make all the difference. Day 4, affirmation. This is the day you start actively introducing positive thoughts into your mental landscape. Create affirmations that resonate with you, statements that reflect who you want to be and what you want to achieve. Repeat these affirmations throughout the day, especially in moments of doubt or difficulty. The key here is consistency and belief. Even if you don't fully believe these affirmations at first, keep repeating them. Your mind will gradually begin to accept them as truth. Day 5, visualization. Today, you're harnessing the power of your imagination. Spend time each day visualizing yourself succeeding, overcoming challenges, and living your ideal life. Make these visualizations as vivid and detailed as possible. Engage all your senses. How does success feel? What does it look like? Sound like? The more real you can make these visualizations, the more powerful they become in shaping your reality. Day 6, gratitude. On this day, you're shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have. Start and end your day by listing things you're grateful for. Throughout the day, catch yourself in moments of complaint or dissatisfaction and consciously shift to gratitude. This practice not only improves your mood, but also trains your mind to look for the positive in every situation, further reinforcing your new patterns of positive self-talk. Day 7, empowerment. This final day is about bringing it all together. You're now speaking to yourself with the voice of your biggest supporter, your most enthusiastic cheerleader. You're challenging negative thoughts, reframing situations positively, using affirmations, visualizing success, and practicing gratitude. You're empowering yourself with every word you speak, every thought you think. Now, as you go through this 7-day journey, it's important to understand that change doesn't happen overnight. You're rewiring neural pathways that have been established over years, perhaps even decades. It takes time, it takes consistency, and most importantly, it takes patience. There will be days when it feels easy, when positive self-talk flows naturally. Celebrate these days. They're signs of your progress, proof that change is happening. But there will also be days when it feels hard, when that old negative voice seems louder than ever. Don't get discouraged on these days. They're not setbacks. They're opportunities to practice, to reinforce your commitment to this new way of thinking. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about consistently choosing to speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with belief, even when it's difficult, especially when it's difficult. Because here's the truth. The way you talk to yourself in your most challenging moments is what builds your resilience, your strength, your character. It's what determines whether you give up or keep going, whether you shrink from challenges or rise to meet. So in those moments when you're tempted to fall back into old patterns of negative self-talk, pause, take a deep breath, and then speak to yourself as you would to someone you deeply love and believe in. Remind yourself of your strength, your resilience, your innate worthiness. Say to yourself, I've overcome challenges before, and I can overcome this one too. Say, this is difficult, but I am capable of handling difficult things. Say, I am growing stronger with every challenge I face. And then take action. Because positive self-talk isn't about passively waiting for things to get better. It's about empowering yourself to make things better. It's about giving yourself the mental and emotional fuel you need to take that next step, to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. As you go through this process, pay attention to the ripple effects in your life. Notice how your improved self-talk starts to influence your decisions, your actions, your relationships. Notice how you start to set bigger goals for yourself, how you start to take more calculated risks, how you start to bounce back more quickly from setbacks. Notice how your increased self-belief starts to radiate outward, influencing how others perceive you and interact with you. Because when you truly believe in yourself, when you speak to yourself with unwavering faith in your abilities, it shows. It shows in your posture, in your tone of voice, in the energy you bring to every interaction. And here's something remarkable. As you change how you talk to yourself, you'll likely notice a change in how you talk to others as well. The kindness you show yourself will naturally extend to those around you. The patience you practice with your own growth process will translate into more patience with others. The belief you cultivate in your own potential will allow you to see and nurture the potential in others. In this way, your journey of positive self-talk becomes not just a personal transformation, but a force for positive change in your environment, in your relationships, in your community. But remember, this journey isn't about becoming someone else. It's not about creating a false, overly optimistic persona. It's about becoming more authentically you. It's about peeling away the layers of self-doubt, of limiting beliefs, of negative self-talk that have been obscuring your true self. Because beneath all those layers of negativity is a person of immense potential. A person capable of growth, of learning, of achieving amazing things. A person worthy of love, of success, of happiness. That person has always been there. Your job now is to let that person shine through. So as you practice this new way of talking to yourself, stay true to your core values. Use positive self-talk not to mask your true feelings or to deny real challenges, but to empower yourself to face those feelings and challenges with courage, with resilience, with self-compassion. If you're feeling sad, acknowledge that feeling. But instead of berating yourself for it, speak to yourself with kindness. Say, it's okay to feel sad. All feelings are valid. This too shall pass, and I have the strength to move through it. If you're facing a daunting challenge, acknowledge the difficulty. But instead of telling yourself you can't handle it, say, this is tough, but I've handled tough situations before. I have the resources within me to face this challenge. In essence, positive self-talk isn't about denying reality. It's about approaching reality with a growth mindset, with self-belief, with an unwavering faith in your ability to learn, to grow, to overcome. As you come to the end of these 7 days, remember, this is not the end. It's just the beginning. You've planted the seeds of positive self-talk. Now, your job is to nurture those seeds every day to help them grow strong roots, to let them blossom into a new way of being. Make positive self-talk a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Start your day with empowering affirmations. Face challenges with words of encouragement. End your day with self-appreciation and gratitude. And as you do this, as you consistently choose to speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with belief, watch how your life begins to transform. Watch how you start to achieve things you once thought impossible. Watch how you become the person you've always known. Deep down, you could be. Because here's the beautiful truth. You are the author of your own story. With every word you speak to yourself, you're writing the next chapter of your life. So make it a story of growth, of resilience, of triumph over adversity. Make it a story of becoming the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. Remember, your potential is limitless. Your capacity for growth is boundless. Your ability to create positive change in your life and in the world around you is immense. And it all starts with the way you talk to yourself. So I challenge you one last time. For the next 7 days and for all the days that follow, Speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with unwavering belief. Speak to yourself as someone who knows without a doubt that you are capable of amazing things. Because you are. You truly, truly are. Now go forth, armed with the power of positive self-talk, and create the life you've always dreamed of. Your journey of transformation starts now with the very next word you speak to yourself. Make it count.